Hi, thank you everybody for joining today's webinar. We're going to cover Autodesk collaboration for Revit, also known as C4R. A little bit about myself. My name is Jonathan Reinhardt. I'm a BIM specialist on Autodesk products. I've also worked as an architectural technologist for about 12 years, and I've worked as a BIM manager in the industry as well. So what we're going to cover today is an introduction to collaboration as a workflow, an overview of collaboration for Revit, and within the platform I'm going to cover uploading models, syncing models, work sets and publish settings. And at the end we can have a Q&A, so if you want to post your questions during the presentation, we'll address them at the end. So why collaborate? Well, we could be based in offices around the world, nationally within the same city, either within the same company or in different companies. We want to work on the same project together, and we want to be able to collaborate efficiently with our Revit models without having to upload or email and file share our models. We want to do it in the most effective and efficient way. And in turn, that brings us together as a connected team on a project and makes the process run a bit easier. So as you can see in this infographic here, it shows a central model, and all the Revit teams then plug into that. That can also be accessed by using BIM 360 Team on a mobile device, either remotely or within an office on an online browser. It can also be accessed through iPads or mobile phones. So I've shown here the sample collaboration for Revit scenario or workflow. So you could be a team of architects, engineers, mechanical and electrical, structural engineers, civil engineers, and you want to progress your design model, but you want to do it in the most efficient way. So collaboration for Revit allows you to virtually co-locate your design team, so you can be based anywhere around the world or in separate offices, or it could even be in the same offices, but it just allows you to manage it in a more fluid and efficient way. So why collaboration for Revit? Well, it allows team members to work within a team even though they're co-located and in a collaborative way. It centralizes all the project information, but it gives access to all who may need access to it. So that means that you always know where your information is. It's not in separate servers here and there. It's always in the same central file. So in order to access collaboration for Revit, or if you're not already a current user, you're able to download it as a plugin for previous versions of Revit, or in Revit 2017 and 2018 versions, a collaboration for Revit license is required to run the plugin in all versions, but it comes pre-installed in 2017 and 2018. A single person can be assigned a single user license, and this user can use that license across multiple projects. So if you're considering using it on one project in your office, you consider using it on even more projects, as the same user can use it across all those projects. So if you buy collaboration for Revit, it includes BIM 360 Team, and this seamlessly integrates with collaboration for Revit. So as I've gone through in a previous webinar, I won't hang on too much time on it today, but BIM 360 Team, it allows you to review designs in the cloud within your browser, and to make comments and have live interaction with your design team, engaging in the design process as you're all based remotely or within the same office. But BIM 360 Team, all your information updates automatically as you have it linked into collaboration for Revit. So if you make a change on a collaboration for Revit model, then your BIM 360 Team model automatically updates as well. So you always have up-to-date files. So I'm just going to jump into the software demonstration now. So when you log into your Autodesk login, you'll be presented with this in front of you. It could be a blank screen. For here, there's been a demo project created, but I'll just show you an example. Create a project, create project. Create project, you can call it as relevant as you want to your project. It could be a different, certain project name, could be relative to your BS 1192 naming standards. And then it also allows you to upload an image or an avatar, as they call it. So that could be your company logo, or it could be a project specific image that you can have to identify your project. So you can just go create project. That then creates a folder within your BIM 360 hub. So I'm going to jump into Revit now. I'm just going to open this local file of a small medical facility. So very simple, just going to open that up. So all I need to do now is go to my Collaborate tab and select Collaborate. So that'll bring up your Collaborate window. So you have two options here, and I'm going to select Collaborate using the cloud. Obviously collaborating with your network, that's an external system, or it could be using Revit work sharing. But Collaboration for Revit uses Collaborate using the cloud. So I'm just going to click OK on that. And that gives an option to rename your model. And then if you select Project, you're able to pick your folder that I had just created on the BIM 360 hub, and you can click Initiate. So what this does, it uploads your model into the cloud. It automatically creates all the work sets, but it also saves a model to your local cache. So that's in case of backup, or for whatever reason you need to recover an old model, there's always a backup. It's not just based in the cloud, there's also a local file on your machine as well for extra security, I suppose. So you can see now that that's uploaded successfully, and you can see it's saved your model to local cache. So I'm just going to click close on that. So I'm just going to X out of this. Now when I X out of this, you'll see that the model is on the home screen of Revit, and you can see that there's a little cloud icon beside it. That shows you that it's been cloud enabled with Collaboration for Revit. And you can see there's a difference here to the local file. There's no cloud beside it, so you know that's not the one. So I'm just going to open that up again. So this is the Revit communicator. I'll go back through that in a moment. Let's minimize that now. So I'll show you how to open a model from the cloud as well. So if I go to Open Project within Revit, go up to BIM 360 here at the top. Sometimes you might have to scroll up to it. See the big B. That brings me to all my live projects on my BIM 360 hub. So High Street Medical Facility, click that. And you can see there's the model that we've uploaded. You can also see down the bottom here that work sharing has been disabled. Detach from central, grayed out, and create new local, grayed out, because Collaboration for Revit does all that automatically for you. Where in the previous or traditional process, Revit work sharing or local network sharing, you would have had to select them. So I'm just going to click cancel. So that's how you open that. So the Revit communicator, this allows you to engage with project members. So I'll just close out of this to show you. So this shows me all my active projects. So I'm the only active member on this at the moment, but this could be your full project team or your full design team, and all their profiles would show up here. So you're able to create a contact list. You can add other members of the team. That means you can engage with them, you can message them. You can engage with them here through the messaging service. You can send screenshots, set up messages, and resolve issues in the cloud. So I haven't synced it yet, but once I sync the model, all the history will come up here within the communicator, and it will tell you when and by who the model was synced. So I'm just going to minimize that. So I'm just going to navigate and show you how to link in a Revit file from the cloud. So we're going to go to Link Revit. So what this feature allows you to do is to link in models from the cloud. Now these could also be local models for whatever reason, but if you want to link in with other engineers using collaboration for Revit on the same project, as long as they upload their model within this folder within the hub, BIM 360 Online, you click Insert, and then you're able to link that in and you're able to collaborate within the cloud as well. So let's go back to Collaborate. So you can see here you have your work set settings. So what this allows you to do, it allows you to set up work sets. Work sets can be a way of dividing up the work between teams or between people. So you could say for example, have all the internal walls or all windows and external walls on the same work set, and that work set can be assigned to one user or one design team. That allows them, the work set is then checked out and it's then assigned to them. So I can create a work set here saying external walls, click OK, and I see that I'm the owner of that. So if somebody else wants to make changes to that, if they want to move the wall, delete a window, something within those work sets, a request will pop up down the bottom of my screen here within the communicator, and it will say to deny or grant. Just allows you to keep track of all changes that are made within the model and for people to keep a record of it as well. Let's click OK on that. So it asks me, do I want to make this the active work set? So to assign something to a work set, select, for example, an object, and it's already assigned to the work set there. So I could set that to say work set 1, that's on somebody else's work set. If I want to make a change to that, say I want to delete it, because I'm the owner of the work set, it allows me to do it. So under the communicator, you have editing requests. This will give a full list of all requests that have been made to your work sets. So who wants to move items or move elements within the model. All of this will be shown up here, and you can see what's being granted, and you can actually grant it from within this window as well, or you can deny, or if you've sent a work set request, you can retract that if you don't need it anymore. So I'm just going to click close on that. So when you click reload with latest, what that does, it pulls down, if everybody else synchronizes their model, and if you click reload latest, that will bring down all the latest files that everybody has synced up to the cloud, and it will update your model accordingly. Then when you're closing out of models, relinquish all mine is to send your work sets back to the cloud. That means you don't have ownership of them anymore. That allows somebody else to work on them if you want. Also, a new feature added in the last version of collaboration for Revit is publish settings. This allows you to control what's published and what you hold back. So for example, you can see every model view, every sheet in this case has been shared with the cloud. I can select none, and I might just want to issue a certain 3D view. I can save and close. I then go to manage cloud models, and this brings up my whole list of projects that I'm working on. So High Street Medical Facility, and it brings it up there. You can see it's just, I can select to publish latest. So I can publish the latest changes, and that will only send up that selected 3D view. You can also sync the entire project with this option up here, and that allows you to sync everything to save you having to select different publish settings as well if you want to do everything. And again, publish all, the same option there as well. So thank you very much. If anybody would like to have some questions, just please send them through and we'll try to address them. Thank you.